Hey, ever feel like your emails just disappear into the void of a crowded inbox? Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're diving into a super simple but really powerful feature inside Microsoft Outlook that'll help you make your messages pop.
I mean, let's be real. We've all been there, right? You're staring at that blank white screen, you know your message is important, but it just feels like it's going to land with all the personality of a tax form. What if you could change that in just a couple of clicks?
And that, my friends, is where Outlook themes come into play. You might also hear them called stationery. It's this awesome built-in feature that lets you add consistent colors, cool fonts, and even background images to your emails. It gives them this really polished, you know what you're doing kind of feel.
Okay, so let's start with the big one, setting up your default theme. This is basically your signature look, the style Outlook will just automatically use for every new email you write. Think of it like your own personal digital letterhead. It keeps everything looking consistent and professional.
Now, before we get to the fun part of picking out designs and colors, we gotta do one quick little check to make sure Outlook is ready. Don't worry, it's super fast, you only have to do it once, and it unlocks all the good stuff.
So here's the deal. For any of these themes to actually work, your emails have to be in HTML format. That's what lets you have all the fun stuff like colors and images. It's a really easy fix. You just hop over to File, then Options, click on Mail, and in that Compose Messages section, make sure you've selected HTML. Hit OK, and you are good to go.
All right, with that little bit of housekeeping done, now the creative part begins. It's time to dive into all the different themes and find the one that really feels like, well, you. So head back to that Mail Options window, and this time click on Stationery and Fonts, and then Theme. And this is where it gets really cool. As you click on different themes in the list, you'll see a live preview of what it looks like. And check out those little boxes at the bottom. You can even tweak things with vivid colors or add a background image before you commit.
So you've picked a theme, which is awesome. But what if you love the background, but you're not so crazy about the font? No worries. Outlook gives you another layer of control so you can really dial in the details.
You basically have two choices here. You can set it up so your custom font only shows up when you reply or forward an email, which is kind of nice for keeping the original conversation's look and feel, or you can just go all in and choose Always Use My Fonts, so your style is consistent no matter what. Look, you should feel free to play around with this stuff. Don't ever feel like you're locked into a decision. If you try out a theme and a few days later you're not feeling it anymore, going back to the classic clean look is super easy.
All you have to do is go back to that same theme selection window. This time, just scroll all the way to the top of the list, and you'll see an option that says No Theme. Just click that, hit OK, and boom, you're back to default Outlook. Simple as that. Okay, so a default theme is great for consistency day to day. But what about those one-off situations? Sometimes you need a different vibe for a different person or a different occasion, right? That's where applying themes on the fly is a game changer.
Just think about it. Maybe your default theme is your clean, professional work branding, but maybe you want to send a happy birthday email with some confetti in the background to a coworker. Outlook makes it so easy to just switch it up for a single message without messing with your default settings.
So here's how you do it. On the Home tab, instead of just hitting New Email, click the little New Items dropdown. From there, just hover your mouse over Email Message Using and then choose More Stationery. That'll pop open the theme window you're already familiar with, but whatever you pick this time will only apply to this one email.
So what about the other way around? Let's say you hit New Email. Your default theme pops up, but for this specific message, you just want plain and simple. No problem. You can override your default theme just as easily. You're going to follow that exact same path we just did. New Items, then hover over Email Message Using. But this time, instead of picking More Stationery, you'll just select plain text or the standard HTML option. That launches a new email window that completely bypasses your default theme, giving you that clean slate you wanted. And you know, this quote from our source material really just nails it. The real magic of themes is how flexible and easy they are. It's a tool that lets you perfectly match your communication style to any situation, whether it's for your industry, a holiday, or just because you like a certain color. At the end of the day, your emails are a reflection of you. And now you have the tools to make them so much more than just black text on a white screen. So go for it, experiment, have some fun. What's your email style going to say about you?